Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
I'm Ross.
And today we're bringing back a rematch per your request of our previous kill team, which went a little bit pear-shaped.
Yeah, so we're still learning the rules, obviously, and so some of you guys want to see how it would turn out if we played them a little bit properly. So it's our Necron versus Tau kill team. I'll be using Necrons.
And I'll be using Tau Empire.
So we're going to do the same scenario again, which is take prisoners. How that works is that basically if you sort of kill one of your enemy's kill team in combat and you are, I think, within two, if you're basically the guy's on his own, so there's no other members of the opposing side's kill team within 2 inches that is not shaken, then you capture that model. Your leader is worth 3 victory points and your normal guys are worth 1. So obviously we want to target leader for big points, other guys for normal, just for 1 point. So you really want to knock them out in combat to get those victory points.
We've kept our kill teams the same, but we still want to show you what our kill teams look like. So let's crack on, show you the kill teams.
Here we have our Necron kill team. So same as we played in our previous one. We have 2 death marks with synaptic disintegrators, 2 flayed ones with flayed claws, and 3 mortals with Gauss blasters. For my sort of leader and specialist, the leader will be the death mark, number 6. Zealot will be a flayed one, which is number 1. Comms will be an immortal with Gauss blaster, he's number 2. And number 3 is my death mark, and he is a sniper. And that's my Necron kill team.
So this is the Tau kill team. Again, we're doing an exact rematch, guys, so our kill teams are still the same. So I've got 2 Pathfinders, normal one here, and the number 4 marker is a demolition specialist. Then moving into our stealth suits, marker number 1 with a burst cannon is my heavy specialist. Marker number 2 with the burst cannon is my comms specialist, and then we have a normal stealth suit with no specialist ability. But more importantly, moving on to our leader with marker number 6, and he is my leader with fusion blaster, target lock, and the leader specialist. All my specialists are level 1, as we're not really campaigning yet, we're still finding our feet, but that's my team. 3 burst cannons, fusion blaster, and 2 Pathfinders and marker lights.
Well, this is the battle map that we are playing on today, using the same terrain as we did last time to try and keep consistency throughout this rematch. And we have got 2 deployment zones, so I will be deploying on this side and David will be on this corner as well. So same on that side, we've got the same corners that we had as before. We need to roll now for, what is it, David?
It's the kill zone's environmental table.
Sure, so
just roll a d6, consult the table.
Don't roll a 1.
Roll a 5. 5 is tunnels.
Right, okay.
Let me explain this, guys, because some of you may not know this.
Yep.
So if a model from your kill team begins your turn in the movement phase within 1 inch of a manhole, which there's a couple dotted around the map, guys.
Yep.
Within 1 inch of a manhole and more than 1 inch away from any models, and they are not shaken, they can enter the tunnels. When they do so, remove them from the battlefield. At the end of your turn in the movement phase of the next battle round, you can place the model within 1 inch of any manhole that is within 24 inches of the manhole that they use to enter the tunnels, and more again than 1 inch away from enemy models. They are considered to have made a normal move, and while they're not in the battlefield, they're considered to be out of action for the purposes of nerve tests. That's actually quite big.
Yep.
And checking whether your kill team is broken. If they're not on the battlefield at the end of the battle, they are considered to be out of action.
So yeah, you can get a bit of mobility that way, but got to be very careful as well. David also can cover those manholes, so I can't jump out,
Exactly.
which might be dangerous, but you've got to play this game, you've got to go big. So we'll see how that actually plays out in this game. Just going to point this out, David pointed to this manhole here. I don't think that's a manhole, I think that's the lid of the manhole for that one. So we're just counting 1, 2, 3, and 1 over there, 4 as the manholes. That's just a lid, David. What are you on about?
Thanks, Ross. Now you make me feel like stupid. So guys, we've progressed into the scouting phase just before we deploy our models. So this phase here, we both choose one of the 6 scouting options and then we'll reveal them. They can do a lot of bonuses, they can cancel each other's bonuses out. So let's see what we've got. This is Ross's one here.
So mine is number 3, which I believe should be Disarm
Traps. And you guessed it, Ross, because I went for plant traps.
Did you? Ha.
So essentially, I was planting a booby trap on a piece of terrain which can cause mortal wounds if Ross was to get within an inch of it, but Ross's Disarm Traps has essentially nullified, no effect.
So we're now on to basically working out who has the greatest strategic advantage. I've made one mistake. We haven't actually decided who gets the deployment zones yet. I've sort of declared which one I want, so I want to win this.
Yes, Ross, you want this one, don't you?
I absolutely would love it.
Right, I'll roll first, guys. So we roll 2d6 here.
What is this?
And the highest gets greatest, lowest is least, and reroll ties. So I've got 5.
Easily beat.
Well.
Beat, at least by 1.
So Ross, I'm assuming.
I'm taking that one.
And I'll take this corner here.
Yep.
We're now going to crack on with the deployment.
So I've finished up the Necron deployment. I've hidden away my death marks and 1 immortal over on this side, and then I have my flayed ones out here as well. Basically all my specialists are hidden in here, and my 2 regular immortals with their Gauss blasters are on this side. Give me a bit of obscurity to try and, in case Dave does get first turn, make it a bit more difficult for him to hit me, but also means he's going to have to move forward. David, let's have a look at your deployment.
So I have basically all my stealth suit bros. They're hanging around here. They're being like the team that they are. So my comm specialist, my heavy specialist, my Shazwi command, or my leader, sorry, my demolitions pathfinder, and my normal pathfinder.
Okay.
So not as obscured, but up there.
Up there, yep.
So guys, it's time to roll for initiative. For battle round 1. So I'll roll first. I've rolled a 5 again.
Smooth, and I rolled a much better than you. So I will take first turn. Well, I'll take the initiative. So finished up the movement phase. As I won this sort of initiative, I will declare what I did first. Pretty basic. I moved everything out. Not everything's going to be obscured as much, but it does move me into a prime threatening position. I really want to be as close to David as possible, and I know until the last minute he will not move as long as he's in range. So I moved forward quite aggressively. Let's have a look at what David has done.
I don't think it's worth me moving at the moment.
Yeah, good plan.
I'm pretty much long range for everything, but I need to just stand and shoot at the moment. Try and get a little bit of time to maybe pick off a single model would be great, and then start scattering my forces all over the place. So we're going to activate our readies first, and we're going to start by our marker light up here from my demolitions specialist. There'll be no buffs from him being a specialist for this here, and I'm within long range, so it's -1 to hit. Marker light onto the closest flayed one.
Okay.
So it'll be 5s to hit now because of -1. Fail. Guys, I'm just going to go straight on to the next Pathfinder. Again, same result, 5s to hit. Oh, we do hit. Now, I'm not going to use the tactic for the uplink marker lights at the moment because I don't think it's worth it for 2 command points.
No.
But we do get 1 marker light away. So we got that marker light off. My leader, with his fusion blaster is now going to shoot straight into that closest flayed one.
Okay.
Again, it'll be -1 to hit here, so 5s to hit, but re-rolling 1s. Nope. Should I use a command point?
On a 5?
I'm going to leave it for now. I'm probably going to start to bank my command points, I think.
Yeah.
We're just going to immediately then move on, guys. So I'm now going to use my normal Shazwi here, none of the specialists. So burst cannon into the closest flayed one. 5s to hit, reroll 1s. So we get 1 hit. It'll be 3s to wound as it's strength 5. That's a wound, Ross. 4 up save. Failed.
Goes through. So you roll the entry, don't you?
Because I'm the attacker. We did this wrong, guys.
Yep.
So basically, the controlling player of the model would only roll the injury table if it was something like perils or dangerous terrain.
Yeah.
Attacker's pretty much always going to do it. So I don't want to roll a 6 here.
Because I'll ignore it.
To reanimation protocols. So I'm looking for a 4 or 5.
Show me 6.
That's just a flesh wound.
Now do you want to use a command
I'm
point?
going to use a command point.
Absolutely.
So I'm down to 1 command point, guys. He's out of action.
So you go.
So this guy's shot already. We're going to go to my heavy specialist here, who's now going to shoot. And he's going to use 1 tactic, so my last remaining command point for this battle round, to do extra ammunition.
Yep.
To give him 4 shots to 5 shots. And he's also going to use the ability from my comm specialist here. The comm specialist is within 6 inches of him. He will now get +1 to his hit rolls.
So yeah, the ability is not a tactic, so it doesn't use command point, but your extra ammunition is a tactic, so that is a command point.
So 5 shots, guys. We're now back to 4s to hit.
Yep.
And this, sorry, is on the Zealot.
Yeah, you want to
flayed one.
Zealot flayed one, bring him down.
That's cocked, clearly.
Yeah. Oh, if you had marker light on him, that would have been...
Yeah, but either way, 4 is a good result.
It is indeed.
So I'm now 3s to wound. So we get 2 wounds.
Yeah, 2 wounds.
4 up saves.
4 up saves.
Oh, you nailed it. We're just going to quickly then shoot from the comm specialist himself, guys. So that'll be 4 shots with the burst cannon, no abilities, no nothing.
Yep.
But I am long range, so -1 to hit. We're looking for 5s. We get nothing.
More like it.
That's the end of all the shooting, guys, for Tau. And I think that brings an end to battle round 1.
So nice try, David, saying it's the end of battle round 1, but I'm going to fire back at you.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Oops.
Yeah, nice try. So I'm going to start with my sniper specialist, Deathmark, who is going to target one of your Pathfinders.
Do you want to target the demolitions or normal guy?
We'll target the demolitions.
Yeah, 6.5 a dozen.
Bring him down. That seems like more the ideal way to go. So I am going to activate a few abilities in this one. How can I put it? I am going to do... the comm specialist is going to augment him, so he's going to use his ability to bring him to +1 to hit. So I'm in long range, so it's going to make me hit back on 3s.
Cool.
And as his sniper, I get to reroll 1s on his ability either way. It's going to be 3s to hit your Pathfinder, hit on 3s, rerolling 1s. I'm going to say it's cocked.
I'd say that's fine. Okay, you're fine.
I nailed
You're fine.
it. It's fine. So I hit you. It's going to be 3s to wound you.
Strength 4, toughness 3, fire away, bud. Yeah, 3s.
6s though cause a mortal wound as well.
Oh, sure does.
Well, that's normal wounds. Yep. So
Any AP in this? I don't think there is.
I don't think there's any AP. There is not.
So that'll just be a 5 up recon armor save, which I fail.
Okay. Now I'm going to activate Necron Tactic, Prime Reanimation Protocols. It's made for a model from your kit. Oh no, that's on me, so no, I will not do that. Yep, so it's just going to be 1 dice roll to try and bring you out of action on a 4+. I'm going to say I definitely
Yeah,
cocked.
go for it.
I'm going to spend the actual command point to reroll the injury.
Go for it.
Die.
You got it.
Yeah, if that was a roll for me, that would have been bad, but for you, no, that would have been good, but for me, that's awesome. You don't have reanimation.
Out of action.
Next up is going to be my Gauss Blaster Comm Specialist, and he's going to put his shot into the Pathfinder. There's no bonuses in this one, it's just going to be a straight 4 up ticks. I'm at long range, which I do
Nailed
hit.
it.
3s to wound you.
No.
Leader Deathmark time, going to be targeting the Pathfinder again, try and bring him down. I don't want your reroll 1s, and they're quite squishy, so I can kill them. So it's going to be forced at you because I'm long range. Nope, he's not a sniper, so no reroll there. Well, that's it for battle round 1. My mortals could not see anyone in David's kill team this time, so no shooting for them.
Yeah, they're just slightly obscured, guys, just so you can see.
Slightly obscured, I just can't see anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've lost 1 member of kill team each, which is not bad. I've learned that picking off the Pathfinders may be a little bit of a better, go in this one, and I still have flayed ones kicking about as well. All going to be down to how we move next as we go into battle round 2.
Right, we're going to move into battle round 2. So Ross, why don't you roll and see what you get for your initiative? A 9.
Yep. I wouldn't say a mighty 9.
No.
No, I got into trouble for that last time.
So Ross gets a 9. I get a 7, so it'll be Necron, taking initiative battle round 2.
So finished up the movement phase there. As I went first, I'll explain mine. Flayed one advanced forward, basically trying to go super aggressive there, and he got a 6 in his van, so I've gone quite a bit into that cover there, which made it very difficult for David to shoot at him. Everything else just did move forward. It means I can shoot. I could hide behind cover, but David's got the mobility to sort of dictate this, so I want to try and get the middle of the field and then cause him to try and separate and then isolate people. Very risky, but I think it's probably going to be our best move. I need to get into short range to really hammer down blows on David. However, what was your movement, David?
I've been a little bit more tactical maybe with this one.
Yep.
I've readied up all these guys because they can't actually see your flayed one. They cannot see him. But I'm happy with that.
Okay.
We've got an idea. If Ross was to charge, he'll have to go around the building. I can kind of retreat and, because they have fly, hops them up here, moves them over there. It'll make it difficult to clear charges and to actually get the charges off.
Yeah.
Readied up the marker light because if I move him, it's a heavy weapon. It's too much of a risk. But more importantly, I've actually moved my leader. He's hard to see. I rolled in advance. I got 12 inches with the advance roll. My leader has target lock, so he gets to ignore the penalties for advancing and shooting.
Sure.
He's literally flown because he ignored terrain and he's flown into there. Alright, what we've essentially done, guys, is he is going to have a beeline for him.
Yeah, if you mess that up, it's going to be...
Oh, if I mess it up, it's tragic.
Yeah.
But with that, guys, let's crack on with the readies. So we're going to go into the readies. And we'll just start with the Pathfinder, who's going to marker light up Ross's Deathmark Sniper.
Yep.
I'm the minimalist of margins.
Less than an inch.
Yeah, so I'm actually long range at the moment with the Deathmark, so it's going to be 5s to hit. Here we go. No, we fail. I'm not going to command point it, because I need my command points for somewhere else.
Yeah.
Stealth suit, burst cannon, Deathmark Sniper. Let's do this. 4 shots, hitting on 5s because of long range. We get 2 hits. Wounding on 3s because I'm strength 5 against toughness 4. 1 wound, it's a 3-up armor save, which you make. We're just going to keep the train rolling here, guys. Heavy specialist is now going to shoot. He's going to use 1 tactic to do extra ammunition to give him 5 shots rather than 4. And the comms specialist is going to use his comms ability, giving him +1 to his hit rolls.
Yeah, and that's going back onto the sniper.
Back onto the sniper Deathmark. So these are now 4-ups rather than 5-ups, and it's 5 shots. So we get 2 hits. Terrible rolling here. 3s to wound. For 1 wound, Ross.
Yeah, and 3-up save.
Nailing it. And we'll just do the comm specialist. He's going to shoot his burst cannon into the sniper. No abilities, no nothing. 5s to hit.
Ooh.
2 hits. 3s to wound. For 1 wound. It's always 1 wound.
Yeah, and I always make it. Oh, I didn't! Oops.
You might need that reroll though in a minute.
Yeah. Well, I don't get any save of any kind if you try and fry me. So I'm actually going to reroll that.
Good
I really want to save my save him. 3-up save.
Okay, so you fail it.
I've lost command point as
I
well.
think you're down to 2, yeah?
I'm down to 2.
I've not spent any yet, have I?
No. Did you not use your heavy extra ammo?
Oh, I did, yes. So I'm down to 1, you're down to 2.
Yeah.
Injury roll time.
Show me a 6 so I can ignore it.
He's out of action.
No.
We get rid of the sniper, that's big.
Oh no. So I'm going to start this shooting phase with my leader Deathmark. So he is going to be targeting your leader up there because I want to bring him down. So I am within short range, so I'm going to get 2 shots because rapid fire. -1 to you because you're obscured. -1 again because of
Stealth suit, camouflage.
I hate that rule so much. Going to use my comms to give me +1 because I'm within 6 inches. And I'm going to activate targeting routine for Necrons, which is a tactic, so I'm down to 1 command point now, which will add 1 to hit rolls from models against targets which are obscured, which you are. So essentially, I'm back to normal.
Yeah, we're cancelling everyone's modifiers out. So 2 shots, 3 plus to hit.
3s to hit. Nice. It's going to be 3s to wound you, no 4s because you're toughest 4.
I am indeed.
So I need 6s here because that caused mortal wounds.
wounds.
Well, really need this to go well. Only 1 wound. I have no reroll because I used it already.
Okay.
So just make an armor save.
3 plus.
Uh-huh.
Failed it. I've not used the reroll yet.
Yeah, but remember you got 2 wounds. I would just take that and save your reroll.
No, because the flesh wound will stack, meaning I'm -1 to hit with a fusion blaster.
Only flesh wound applies if you're out of your wounds.
No, but you still get -1 to hit if you're carrying a flesh wound. I believe you do. So I'm going to re-roll this. Passed it anyway. Ross is actually going to be very generous and allow me to take that tactic back. Sorry, I didn't realise again. I forgot. Stealth suits are 2 wounds.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so used to using these 1 wound models. Because there's 2 wounds, I'd have to have suffered the last wound
to get the flesh wound.
I thought Ross was going to go straight to injury table there, which I didn't want. So no, I'm not going to do that. Ross is being very generous sportsmanship, taking that back. So just a wound on my leader. My leader, is going to shoot his fusion blaster at Ross's flayed one. This is quite big. If I can kill the flayed one, I think initiative goes to Tao. So fusion blaster, I ignore the penalties for advancing and moving because I've got target lock and I'm within half range, so it's a standard 4+ shot.
Miss it.
I'm going to use my last tactic to re-roll that.
Yeah.
We get a hit.
I bet you're glad that I advised you not to use that reroll last time.
Yes, you're a very good sportsman, Ross.
It's okay.
2 is to wound because it's strength 8.
Show me a 1.
No. It's -4, so you get no saves of any kind. It's straight to d6 damage.
Yeah, how many dice are you going to get to damage me? Just 1. Just 1.
Okay, so I need a 4 or 5 and he's out of action.
6, all fine.
Yeah, I'd even take a flesh wound.
Yeah, I would take 6.
No! He's out of action.
So that's not a very good result for me. My Zealot obviously been put out of action. He was going to be my hindrance. Not hindrance anymore. So we're going to go with this normal mortar here with his Gauss Blaster. And unfortunately these 2 guys just can't quite see the leader up in that building. Just can't quite see him. So he was going to be my target. Sadly that is not the case. So we're going to go after this Pathfinder up here. Try and bring him down. You are within long range, so it's going to be -1. So it's going to be forced hit. So we do hit.
Nail it.
Strength 5, so 3 to wound you.
3 to wound.
So we do wound.
It's -2, I believe.
Yep, so...
No save.
No save, just injury table.
Yeah. So what'd you get, Ross?
Go down.
He takes a flesh wound.
So going to attempt the same, try and bring him down. This Immortal, going to be targeting your Pathfinder again. Try and bring him down. 4/6 under long range. So we do hit. 3 to wound you. 4 wounds. Really need those 6s on the snipers.
There's no armor save, it's too much for AP. So injury.
So injury, go down. Yep. That'll be him.
Out of action. It'd have been a 3+ I think there because of the flesh wound as well.
Because of the flesh wound, yeah. And last fire is my comm specialist who is going to target your leader. Unfortunately, because you're in long range, you're obscured and your stealth suit means I'm going to be 6s to hit.
Yeah, -3, loving it.
But if I get this, I might kill him.
Oh yeah.
Get this on a 6. That's not a 6.
Right guys, that's the end of battle round 2. Actions ramping up here. We're both beginning to take some casualties. There's no nerve tests in this round in case you're asking why we didn't do any. Ross's leadership is just way too high. Leadership 10 guys, he's only lost what, 3 models?
3 models, but my guys are leadership 10, so they're not moving anywhere.
Yeah. We've also not lost enough units or shaken enough units to actually take a break test.
Yep.
With regards to my leadership, my leader here is leadership 8, he's too high. I've only lost 2 models. Now these guys leadership 7, so you would think they would have to take nerve tests. They don't, because the bonding knife ritual, they're within 3 inches of models with bonding knife ritual. That's -1 to my nerve tests. So I'll pass on a 5. 6 is a pass, they can't really fail. And I believe if you've got models nearby, you get other modifiers. Basically, we can't break our nerve test just yet. Let's go to battle round 3. So into battle round 3. Interestingly enough, Ross.
Yeah, so I think we both kind of want to lose this.
Yeah, I don't want to have initiative.
Yeah, I don't want to have initiative. I want to see where you end up and then move myself into short range to pummel shots onto you. And you equally do not want to sort of go first and, well, exactly what I just said there.
The last time we did this, remember guys, this is a rematch. The first game it went to a draw because none of us scored any points. I'm probably not going to score any points either, but I want to wipe.
Yeah.
So let's see if we get it. Ross, I'll roll this time first of all.
Sure.
So, oh no, I've rolled that 9 which you call a mighty 9.
Yeah, and I got a better, not better, 7. So I lost. Move away, David.
So the Tau kill team has been a little bit aggressive. I can't afford to happen what happened last time where Ross was hiding. I need to come out and shoot, so I've forced the hand here. Everyone is moved. They're all within 6 inches though, so they can offer greater good if Ross was to charge, but he's chose not to.
Yeah, so I was considering if the leader was on his own, I was going to try and punch him out and capture him, and that would give me the victory point, but because that stealth suit team is so near, they can for greater goods, and just generally be a bit difficult. So I'm going to go for basic alpha shots and put all my shots in first, and within short range I'll get a lot more shots, double them. Basically, if I can bring down one and even injure another, that would be great.
Yeah.
I'm basically hoping for a great round of shooting.
Speaking of that, let's shoot with the readies.
So we're going to begin with my leader Deathmark, who is there. I'm going to use my Comm Specialist to add +1 to hit, and I'm going to target the front stealth team in front of me.
Cool.
Try and bring him up. So with +1 ignores your stealth, which will mean I have...
Normal 3s to hit.
3s to hit. I'm in rapid fire range, 2 shots, hitting on 3s. So both hit.
Didn't even need the comms.
Nope, I'm going to need force to wound you because you're slightly tougher, but any 6s are mortal wound as well, so I'm looking for double 6 here. Oh! Gauss is going to go next from this guy onto the front one. Try and bring him down. So it's going to be 4 sticks. I can't automate him anymore. Forced hit. 1 hit. I'll leave that for now.
3s to win though.
3s to wins.
Oh.
So we're going to go with this Gauss Blaster next, and I'm actually going to go with your leader now. I'm going to use targeting routines, which basically adds 1 hit rolls for a model against targets which are obscured, which you are. So it stops you obscured, but I'm still suffering the -1 due to your
stealth camouflage. Is that a tactic, Ross?
That is, so I'm going to be minus, I'm down to 2 command points.
Cool, go for it.
So forced hit, I really need this to get through.
Oh!
You know what, I'm going to use command point.
Okay, so use 1.
Right, we do have the hit. It's going to be 3s to win you.
Yep.
Can I put a dice on
see
it?
if it... No, that's not cocked, so no.
So after this disastrous round of shooting for the Necrons, I'm going to put my last 2 shots into your leader. I know it's -2 to it because it's he's obscured and he's
stealth suit camouflage.
So it'll be 5s to hit, but I just need 1 to go through.
Okay.
5s to hit. Right, I got 1.
Okay, you got 1.
3s to wound. I really need this to happen.
Oh, and you've used the
No.
reroll. Oh. Stealth suit at the front is going to shoot into your comm specialist to stop that buff of +1s to hit. Just going to use 4 shots here, no minuses, just simply 4+ to hit.
Well, that was a lot better than my shooting.
So 4 hits, 3s to wound, for 3 wounds,
3 up saves.
Yep. Which you make them all.
Nice.
We're going to continue the shooting though. We're going to now go on to my heavy specialist, and I'm going to use 1 tactic, so I'm down to 1 point left, to use extra ammunition to give me a 5th shot. I'm not going to comms it.
Yep.
We're just going to go straight with a 4+ to hit.
On to my comms.
Comm specialist, yeah. So my shooting's equally as bad, Ross.
Well, you got 1 good last time. 3s to win.
It's a wound.
3 plus save. I failed it. I've used my reroll.
So injury table and a 4 or 5. He's gone. I just seem to be...
Stop rolling. 5. Show me the 6s so I can ignore them.
So he's out of action. Comm specialist going to shoot next. We're going to save his comms ability though for the fusion in a minute, but we're just going to do burst cannon into this immortal down here.
Okay.
4 shots hitting on 4s because I'm within range now. We get 1 hit.
Haha.
3s to wound. It's a wound. 3 up save.
Oh,
come on!
My goodness.
Injury table again.
Show me the 6 to ignore this.
Oh.
So just a flesh wound. You do have a reroll.
No, I'm saving that for fusion.
Okay.
And the fusion blaster leader is going to shoot down at the next immortal here, the uninjured one, because these are actually dangerous targets to me. If I can put flesh wounds on them, perfect. But we're going to use the comms ability to give him +1 to his hit roll. So he now hits on a 3+.
Okay.
And we've checked he's not obscured. We hit. 2s to wound. It's a wound. It's -4. There's no saves.
How much damage do you get? Oh, how many injury rolls do you get?
I'll get 3.
You get 3. So this time you've got to roll a 6.
Yeah,
Please
no
roll a
sixes. We rolled a 6.
So I would actually use your reroll there.
Can I do that? Can we double check?
Let's have a check. So we had a check on the tactical reroll. Reroll a single advance roll, charge roll, psychic test, deny the witch test, hit roll, wound roll, saving throw, injury roll, or nerve test. Now, you did succeed, but it doesn't say at any point it has to be a fail. You can reroll a successful one if you doth wish. And because it's 3 tests you make, it's not the combined roll. Like if it was a charge roll, you'd reroll the whole charge.
Thing.
These are basically 3 chances, so you only reroll 1 dice, but there's only 1 dice you want to reroll.
So I'll use my last tactic for this battle round. If I can get rid of this 6,
Yep. So
one of those 4s will take a bit of action.
Yep. So you need anything but a 6. Yep. So that puts him.
Highest is 4. Discard. Of action.
So now onto the morale phase, and I can suffer this a wee bit. Yeah, so more than half my team is out of action or suffered a flesh wound. So I need to make a bottle, well basically a broken test. So I need to roll a 10 or less here.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, I have no rerolls left, so yep, my kill team is broken. So we had a check there in terms of nerve tests. I would have to take some. Now I've lost 5 guys, bringing my Necron's leadership basically down to 5, which is not good. However, so that means I would fail on 6s, but they are within 2 inches of each other, meaning that I bring myself to 6, so I can't actually fail.
Yeah.
So I need to roll 1d6 and see if I get above it, which I can't. Your guys are fine as well, as you've only got 2 out of action.
Yep.
Your guys are well within 2 inches of each other, and you have bonding, knife ritual.
We're not even near it yet.
And your leadership AR guy is 8 normally. Now he would fail if one other guy was dead, but he's not. Well, he'd have to fail on a 6. So no nerve test yet, but my team is broken. So we're about to move on to battle round 4 for this kill team. It is looking disastrous for the Necrons. Let's not kid ourselves in this one. I am now -1 to hit all across the board, including the -1 to hit from shooting at stealth team in general. Oh boy, that's not looking good. So I'm not going to lie, I'm going to pull off a similar trick I did in the last game, which is run for my life. I'm just going to try and hide and hope this game ends in a draw, other than David decides to try and take me in combat, which I don't think he wants to with stealth teams. Yeah, so I'm going to go retreat and try and go for a draw. I just want to live. Let's see if that works out in battle round 4.
Right, battle round 4. Let's see who gets initiative. We both want to lose this again.
Absolutely. Lose this, Ross. 6, you know I could lose it. Definitely lost it. David, you move first and I'm going to run away from you.
So we finished off the movement phase, and we'll come to what Ross has done in a moment.
Ha
But I had to move my guys, and I moved as best I could to try and surround them, but I left a gap, but I was more concerned of keeping my guys within bonding knife range, basically in case Ross picked one guy off. I could be in trouble actually. But didn't do it, and what did you do, Ross?
Yeah, so I advanced like the world was ending. So I got this guy advanced, and he is now perfectly covered. He's safe in his weak corner. Try and live. And then this guy as well is advanced, and I did get a 2, and I was like, I'm going to re-roll that with tactic. If I can get 6 I can move back. I failed that as well, so I only got a 2 again, and he cannot get away from your death shots.
No, I think your leader's going to take an absolute pounding here.
I think so too. Well, with that, let's get on to the shooting, which only you have got.
Right, shooting phase, we're going to start with this stealth suit, straight into him. There's no modifiers, I'm within half range.
Yep.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
First cannon,
Yeah.
force to hit. Good start. 3s to wound. For 2 wounds. 3 up save on your leader. Not a good start, Ross.
No.
Don't even command point it.
No, you only get 1 of them.
I know
though.
so there's no point doing it.
Yep.
Injury roll time then, 4 or 5.
Show me a 6. I'm due it. Right, flesh wounds, okay, yeah, I can live with that.
So we'll now move on to the next guys. Going to shoot the heavy specialist into your death mark leader. I'm going to use a tactic for extra ammunition, giving him an extra shot. And we're going to comms, no we're not, we're going to save the comms for fusion.
Okay.
So just 5 shots, no modifiers, 10 on 4s. Okay. So the comms wouldn't have actually helped there.
No, not at all.
3s to wound. That's 2 wounds.
Okay. Pass them, leader. Pass them. Told you.
Nailed it. We might as well just do the comms burst cannon next. Again, we're just rinsing and repeating this, guys.
Yep.
4s to hit. For 2 hits. 3s to wound. For 1 wound.
Survive.
He's surviving. And all important fusion blaster from my leader. We're going to use the comms ability now to give him +1 to his hit rolls. So we're hitting a 3+, and you can bet if I miss, I'm re-rolling this. So he hits. 2s to wound. It's a wound.
Yeah, I don't have it. How much damage rolls do you get?
D6. Oh no.
Well, that's actually good for me.
Yeah, bad for me because I don't want to get 6s.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 dice on the injury table. I only get 1 6.
You only get 1 6. That's definitely all them are death because I've got flesh wound. So you're going to use your command point to try and reroll at 6?
Well, yeah, because if I get that, then he's dead.
Yeah.
So last command point. We get it. We take the highest, discard the lowest. He takes out of action.
So it's going to be simple. For the morale phase, I'm already broken, and you don't need to do anything, David. I've got to do a nerve test. I may be super brave, but I'm not that brave. 6 of my team is gone, meaning I am -6 to my modifier on the nerve test, so that means I will fail on a 5 or 6. If I basically become shaken, I can't do anything next turn, so don't roll a 5 or 6.
Oh!
So he can't do anything next turn.
I think you can re-roll that.
I've got 1 dice left. I'll check if I can.
You can do a nerve test, 100%.
So yeah, I've got 1 command point left. I haven't used my reroll, so I'm definitely gonna. Well, I used my reroll advanced, but I can use another reroll because it's in a different phase.
Yeah, go for it.
So reroll that nerve, so I get a chance to move next time.
That's fine.
That's gonna be fine. Okay.
So no problem.
So here we come again. Me going the coward's way out for a draw. I have the greatest tactical advantage in this game. I did win at the beginning, so I'm going to roll for this. On a 1 or 2, this game ends in a draw because we've actually got, when it comes to a draw, it goes to whoever's got the, I think, is it the lower force?
Yeah, lower force, so you count your points up. We're both 98 points on the button because we've done an exact rematch list-wise, so it'll go to a draw even in that regard.
Yeah, even though I'm flesh wounded, shaken,
like it was last time.
blah 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 blah. So I need to get 1 or 2 here and take that draw. 3, 4, 5, 6 might be a bit more difficult. Right,
Game continues.
let's do this. Okay, David, battle round 5. You know what you need to do, I know what I need to do. We both want to lose initiative here so I can hide from various shots. You want me to win it so you can react to where to put the shots.
Okay, I'll roll first.
Yeah, get nice and high. 8, I like it, I like it. I like it a lot. 7, go and move, David, I'll react to it.
So, finished off the movement, we've had a lot of interesting stuff. The heavy, the comm specialist, he was the furthest away, is actually advanced. So he's got up here, so he can see straight down to shoot at this guy. These guys just literally moved.
Yep.
They have the fly keyword, all these guys, so they can just move over terrain. They've surrounded Ross's Immortal, so he can't actually escape because they can't go through walls.
No, I need a window and there's no windows, so that's a pain.
Ross, what did you do?
I declared a charge! Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to declare a charge onto these 2 guys here, as in he's an Inchim, so I kind of need to do it. By the way, you're going to just, for greater good, for everything. Yeah,
well, they'll just do their standard Overwatch.
Yep.
But they'll all for greater good. They're all within range to for greater good and lend their firepower to the greater cause. Let's get this ready. Right, so these 2 are getting charged. You declared charging them, yep?
Yeah.
Overwatch for the greater good. So we'll just do the burst cannons first.
Yep.
That's 12 shots, hitting on 6s.
3 6s.
I got 3, so that's a good start. 3s to wound your guy. For 2 wounds.
2 3-ups. Gotta make both these. Please make both these. Yeah.
Fusion blaster. The fight phase will be a different phase. I've got 2 command points. I'm just going to re-roll it.
Yep.
Oh, so nothing. Charge time.
Charge time.
Like you're going to fail it.
Yep, super
shoot
in.
it.
Okay, fight phase, because you can't shoot me, David. You know, some of you might say, oh, you should have only charged one of them, but they were so close to each other, I kind of needed to charge both, and it does mean you get more attacks, but I'm ever hopeful I'll live through this. I get to strike you first, David. I'm going to go against your leader. I -1 to hit because you're stealth, -1 to hit because I'm flesh wound, -1 to hit because I am broken. That's a lovely 6 to hit with 1 dice.
Oh.
Right, David?
Let's get my guys ready. Leader and stealth suit going to strike back. 2 attacks from the stealth suit, 3 from the leader, hitting on 5s. Might as well roll them all together.
I really need to fail all these.
Well, I didn't.
Oh no!
So 3 hit.
Uh-huh.
It's 4s to wound.
Oh.
I'm going to use my last command point to re-roll that
Sure you don't wanna
because
save
it's a
for
different
damage?
phase.
Sure you don't want to save for damage?
No, because I think you're going to save it.
I'm hoping to.
So we get 3 wounds. I'm out of command points.
3 up saves. Save it!
It was-
Ah, no! Roll your damage. You need a 3, 4, 5, and on a 6 I come back with, I think I'm full wounds.
Yeah, you've already got a flesh wound, so 3 up basically. He's out of action! We did it!
Well, David, I won't lie, that game sort of went quite similar to the other one,
Yeah.
except your rolls were absolutely on point. When I was like, injury table, you know, I will take 1, 2, 3, or 6. You were rolling 5s consistently for days,
Yeah.
which proved to be a real nuisance to me. Real nuisance. Your probably movement was a lot better this time. I
Yeah,
couldn't
smarter.
quite get as much obscurity as possible. I was still trying to get the short range game, because I think I would have won the short range firepower game, but you would have won the long range one because I would have got more shots.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And better on that side, and better accuracy. You would have got better accuracy but no more shots. However, things just kind of went pear-shaped.
Yeah, it was usually like 1 shot was getting through, but it was that 1 shot was leading to an injury table, and then it was just 4s and 5s. We got the reanimation protocol wrong in the last game. We didn't even really get to showcase it this game. But sure, we know how it works now.
Yeah, well, it was kind of ignored because when you got like the multi-damage one, you were like, cool, the 6 would apply, I would ignore it, and you were like, nope, reroll, and I believe you legally can do that by looking at the rules, so yeah, that you denied me my reanimate as well, which was an absolute pain.
Well, I think we wanted to replay this game for you guys, just to give you the second round of it with the rules ironed out a little bit as well. That way you now get a true representation of how that matchup would have gone.
Yep.
But guys, hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts. And also in our links down below, you've got our Facebook page, Patreon page if you want to check out what we're all doing in the channel, updates of what's coming, or if you wish to donate and be part of this growing channel each day. But with that, guys, we'll see you in another Tabletop Assault Battle Report.